Hello, hello, and welcome to my live. Now, I want to reach out to ladies today who feel like they've been trying to heal, they've been trying to help themselves for what feels like a really long time. And actually, you're either not seeing any results at all, or you're actually not seeing the results that you were expecting. Okay. And the reason I want to reach out to you ladies is because that is exactly the space that I was in. So I want to share my learnings with you. Firstly, so that you know you're not alone. Secondly, so that you know you're not broken. We're not in this space of being broken. We are whole within ourselves. We just haven't found the right modalities, the right tools, the right therapies, and possibly the right person to work with up until now. So for those of you who are new or don't know me at the moment, my name's Anna Rushmer and I'm a healer and intuitive empowerment coach, and I am here to help women find their peace of mind, find their freedom from whatever's happened to them in life's journey so far. So to deactivate the chaos, whether that's mental, physical, financial, even, that's happening in their lives right now, and actually create that deep resolution so that you can step into this space of calm and inner peace and joy, being able to connect to joy again. And then that opens up this world where actually we can attract whatever we want into our space as well. So when we have that inner peace, we're just opening the door to everything that we want to come into our lives. So whether that's love, whether it's wealth, whether it's kids, whether it's what was the thing I was going to say, whether it's business success, like really finding our purpose in life. And we can step into this space. And what's really key for me is getting that message across. So no matter what you've experienced, I came from a space of deep trauma, and no matter what you've experienced, that stillness, that peace of mind and that joy is absolutely available for us. So just super quickly, actually, just talking about my story to kind of illustrate this, and actually where we can come from and to. My healing journey started properly back in 2006. Prior to that, I'd spent a lot of time looking for things to help me, and nothing had worked. So whether that was meds, whether it was standard talking therapy, CBT kind of work, whatever it may be, alternative kind of therapies, but nothing really helped me. Well, nothing helped me until I came over hypnotherapy. So if you're in this space of feeling like nothing's working, I want you to know that it's absolutely possible, to move from that space of deep trauma, deep chaos, into this space of stillness and joy. So it's not your fault, in any way, that you haven't got the resolution that you're wanting at the moment. You're potentially working with the wrong therapies, the wrong tools, the wrong people even, and we need to move you into that space. So firstly, I totally take my hat off to you if you're in that space of thinking, oh my God, I'm so frustrated, I've had enough of having enough, but I'm still determined to keep looking for the thing that's going to work for me. That's absolutely where I was, and thank God I was, because I was pretty much suicidal at times. I was suicidal at times, and now being able to come into this stillness, into this joy, is just incredible. So my story was one of healing childhood sexual abuse, kind of abandonment issues, family issues. There was a whole load of symptoms: chronic anxiety, insomnia, overwhelm. My body was just in fight flight constantly. My nervous system was shot. Just in this really kind of desperate space. And actually I've spent 15 years learning all of these things so that actually I can bring those to, the clients that I work with in a teeny tiny fraction of the time that it's taken me. So I've walked the walk, I've learned this stuff, and that's what I put into my programs. So what can we do if we're in this space of feel like we have tried everything and nothing's working, or we just, it may work on to a certain extent as well, the kind of standard approaches, but it's not going to really get to the root cause. So that's what we need to be able to do. So within my programs, we use basically the body's wisdom, the wisdom of the body and the subconscious mind to actually heal ourselves. So what we need to do, as our own beings, is actually just open up that space, open up that time commitment to actually go into working in this way, because then the subconscious and the body will take over our natural healing. So working with those, I also work with Gene Keys, but working with those particular modalities are what created hugely powerful transformations for me. But what I also needed to do, and what really integrated all of the healing that I'd done up until that point, was really understanding that, both my nervous system and my subconscious really needed to be and feel safe. And that's what was missing. And that if you kind of feel that you've done a lot of healing work, but you're still in this space where you're seeing, issues with, let's use some examples like overwhelm, anxiety, life isn't flowing kind of easily for you. It doesn't feel like it's in alignment still. I would suggest, and you're more than welcome to contact me directly so we can talk about this some more, but I would suggest that actually what's happening for you is exactly what happened for me, that you've done chunks of healing which have really helped you and given you really powerful transformations in their own right. But what I would suggest is that that real kind of safety within your subconscious, within your nervous system, isn't quite there at the moment. So you're potentially not feeling, and remember, this is subconscious, so be careful with this one, because what happened with me is that my ego chirped in here of, yeah, but I've done loads of healing, so it'll be fine. But basically, if you've got blocks coming up for you, there will highly likely be issues happening in terms of your nervous system not feeling regulated, and your subconscious not feeling safe. Okay, is such a biggie. And particularly if we've been through stuff, and it doesn't need to be massive big event trauma, but if we've been through things within our childhood that have wounded us, we potentially absolutely can feel into this space of subconsciously below the waterline, below our awareness, not being safe, not feeling safe. I was going to say something else then too, and it's completely jumped out of my mind, so we'll come back to that if it comes back. So safety is key. So when I start working with a new client, we will always tune into safety, and whether your subconscious feels safe, whether your nervous system is feeling safe. And we always need to start with there. I've always needed to start there with clients, and it may be that with some people we need to work on that for a bit longer. It would always, all of the work within my mastermind is always bespoke for each client. So we can, we then will work through how that's showing up for you, and our symptoms, and our blocks, also like our financial blocks, will very much show this, whether we're feeling safe in the world or not. But basically, as I say, if things aren't flowing in the way that we're wanting them to within our lives, then, there's a good chance that we're not feeling safe within our system, within our subconscious, and that our energy alignment is out of sync as well, which is where the Gene Keys element of my work comes in. So if you're in this space of, you know, feeling desperate, if you're in the space of feeling like you have just had enough of trying to help yourself, reach out to me, because I desperately want you to know that, you know, deep resolution, powerful transformation, powerful up leveling is available. It's just that at the moment, you know, you perhaps haven't found the right tools or the right focus, the right strategy to be able to fully release those. So, you know, that was my space, was feeling like I'd healed an awful lot over the years, but actually there was still something missing, and that was that real kind of grounded safety within my nervous system, within my subconscious mind. And my flag was always insomnia. So my insomnia used to be horrendous when I was in my kind of real fight, flight, real heavy trauma response back in 2006. And it very much got better, you know, over my space of healing. But it was the one thing that was really showing up for me, that was kind of the waving at me, you know, it's not okay, we're not okay, we're not feeling safe. So if you have a symptom that is kind of your main thing, that's potentially trying to show you that. And we can work with that. We can ask the subconscious to identify where that root cause is coming from as well. Subconscious is so clever and so powerful. So we can go in with hypnotherapy and actually ask, you know, the subconscious to take us to the point that actually needs clearing. And the subconscious will do that. So both the subconscious and the body know exactly how we need to heal. As I say, we just need to allow that space for it to happen, and for us then to finally get those deep resolutions that we're actually really wanting, you know, for ourselves, in our worlds, because we know, quite frankly, that we deserve it, particularly when we've been through such a journey to get to this point. So if any of that resonates, if you're in this space of, you know, feeling frustrated about healing, I totally get it. I totally feel for you. So get in touch if you would like to discuss working together. If you've got any questions, drop those in the comments below. And then I will see you again soon. I hope that has been of help and reassurance as well, to know that, you know, real resolution, real help is available. You're not, you know, you're not making up. I used to think, well, maybe I'm just making this up. Maybe life just is supposed to be like this, and I'm just going to have to settle for, you know, feeling crap, managing anxiety, having crap sleep, you know, not being able to have good relationships, whatever it may be. That's not the case. Okay, so I send you love. Please do get in touch if